Okay, so tonight another install video in a car park again. So obviously I've got an induction kit and all that stuff in my car, but we have a stock ST today, or stock performance wise modification, and basically what we're going to do is basically the first step to what you need to really tune your car, which would be an induction kit. So I'm actually putting in my old Auto Specialist induction kit into this one. So it's just a heat shield, a cone. We're not going to put the silicone pipe in because you don't necessarily need that. That's just more of a visual, and it does add a slight performance bit, but we don't have that today. So we're putting my old Auto Specialist one in here because basically, if you're looking to tune your car and you want to know the first mod, this is the first mod I'd recommend. And obviously, as it's Christmas and you might get some Christmas money, fuck knows. But if you're looking to go into the performance-wise of your car, I'd recommend this is where you start. So I thought this would be the best time to show you how to take out your stock airbox and put an aftermarket one in. Aftermarket ones are really simple. It's literally just tying it up. It's just basically getting the old one out, which is where you would get stuck, I would have thought. So we're going to crack on with that now. Okay, so first things first we do is just peel this bit of tape off around there, pull the clip out, and here we go, pull. You just got to be really careful with this because your MAF sensor is very important. You don't want to mess that up. Okay, so after you've done that, you see there's two torque splits, one this side and one this side. So I've got my torque split here. Can't remember what size it is because I've fucking jumbled them all up, but yeah, literally just take them off. Okay, so now we have torque splits here, 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 and round the back here. It's quite hard to see too. It might be easier if we take this one out first, but I'm just going to try and go for the hardest one first to make more sense. There you go. Now we just want to undo this Jubilee clip or loosen it enough so we can pull this apart. Well, we need to keep hold of this because we're going to need it for when we put the new adapter to the filter on. Just slide this along here and up. That's pretty much disconnected that to that now. What a lovely filter we have here. Under the filter we have a massive hole of nothing. This spot here is literally, you've got the box left and where it filters up into from your, where your intercooler sort of thing is, basically through your front bumper. And literally I'm pretty sure this one is more of just a pull because you've got to pull this up here, so that's off, and then pull around this clip here. That was a lot harder than I thought. You pretty much got to pull up and away. So now this should just wiggle out. And yeah, that's, these three parts here are pretty much all the standard parts. So we literally had about 6 screws. You've got your MAF sensor there, so make sure you do not lose any of these screws, keep them close and make sure your MAF sensor's alright. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take the headlight out, because this specific induction kit has a heat shield, and to get the heat shield you either go underneath the car or take the headlight out and go through that way. So the headlight will obviously be easier than getting under the car itself, and we'll have a bit more room to play with. So because the Auto Specialist car comes with a heat shield, that's why I'm doing that way. But say it was an RCG, it'd go under the headlight itself, and then other ones don't need it. I ran one without a heat shield for a while, but this one we do. So what we're going to do is, there's two torque splits, one here and one here, and then to disconnect the wire, the headlight itself, there's a wire just here behind where the water fluid bit is, and then there's simply a clip which when you undo these two and pull, it will just unclip itself. Okay, so what we've done is we've got 13mm deep and a 13mm normal just on like the ratchets. So if you look down here, we've got the bolt come through the top and then I've got the nut underneath. So the nut is obviously going up a long thread, so you need a deep one. So where I've took this out, I can actually move round more, where otherwise it'd be blocking me. You don't have to, but I just personally find it easier. So I'm wrapping down here and up to tighten, and then basically just, yeah, tightening it up. I'm missing that one there, but I never put it on anyway because the clips are a bit of a pain in the ass. But yeah, we're going to get putting that one on now, and then hopefully it should be smooth sailing from there, because all we've got to do is literally put the filter on and the adapter, plug the MAF sensor back in, and tighten the Jubilee clips up. So we'll catch you in a sec. Now what we've got here is like the coupling from the filter to the actual hose itself. So the way you want it, just in case you don't realise, with this one, the arrow you want it pointing up, and an arrow represents its same one here. So just follow what the arrow says. With this one here is a small one right here, and then this will only really go in one way. But if you get confused or something, basically when you pop with the MAF sensor, basically like sensor into it, you want the clip facing towards you. So if you work from here, you want that clip here, because this will only go in one way, so it pushes down on here. So all we got to do now is push this up into that hose, tighten it up, push this on top so it connects with the sensor, and then adapt the filter here, and then you want to tighten the Jubilee cup here, and then fingers crossed, should be all good. No engine lights. It's only happened once I've seen an engine light, and that was on a 1 litre, but then it sorted itself out. So let's crack on with it. Okay, so now we have the auto special induction kit in, sitting nice and pretty. Bit of fiddling, but it goes very tight to headlight. That's the one annoying thing about these, but doesn't seem to be any gaps around here. Very nice and tight, all good. So you want to start up. Any lights? Give it a rev. You can already tell from, I'll put a before and after in right now. Rev. As you can probably tell, that is a lot louder. Just on induction kit, it sounds a lot more meaty, like more of what an ST should sound like. It's got that breathing sound. So literally all we have left out of it is this big brick here. There's nothing you can do with it. But yeah, like, I mean, if it's a really good first mod, what I'll do is in the description of this video, I'll leave a link to all different sort of induction kits that I personally recommend myself. I mean, if you want to get the full crossover and that, you can. You do have to if you're going for VT330R like I have. But if you just want stage 1, stage 2, literally all you need is that induction cone and you're sorted, sort of thing. I mean, with stage 2 you do need an intercooler as well and an exhaust, but if you want a stage 1 plus, all you need is that induction kit there. And I mean, it does sound a lot nicer. It's meant to increase a bit of brake horsepower, but I can't really see how it does until the car gets tuned to say it's there, but it might do, I might be wrong. But yeah, if you like that, let me know. But yeah, I'll catch you boys in a bit. Hey boys, we're at home. I thought I'd end the video here. Why is everything so yellow? But yeah, I'd end the video here because just easier, innit? So yeah, that's pretty much how, that's the best sort of example I can give you myself for how to fit induction kit, and the best recommendation I'd give you for a first modification. So like I said, this is a really good modification to do if, say, you've just got money for Christmas and you want to go buy parts or anything like that. I mean, it's performance wise helps, makes the car sound better, looks better in the engine bay. I mean, you can't really go wrong with one of them. They range from £100 about probably like £300. Depends how much of a big system you want to get and what ones you want to go for yourself. It's all down to personal preference. Everyone asks me what's best. I do not know what's best. ITG runs better on a dyno because where it is located is less heat soak. The one that I just fitted suffers more heat soak, about £100 cheaper than an ITG, but I mean, performance wise, I have run both on my stage 3, have personally not really noticed any difference at all. It just, everyone kept bugging me, telling me to get one, so I got one. But yeah, I hope that cleared up any questions for like what sort of induction kit you should run. There is the AirTech one and the Revo one as well, which is also a foam filter like the ITG. I mean, I've heard great things, but I mean, personally, I'd just say do what you think's right. I mean, everyone's got their own opinion on it, so start asking what map company to go for: Paran, Revo, Collins, Puma Speed, anything. Do what you personally think you'd like. If you like my personal recommendation, I'd literally just say ITG, great. All of them are great. Buy the one that's in your price range, pretty much. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like the video, comment any questions, what you personally think the best induction kit is, stuff like that. Make sure you boys subscribe, because you already know how much that really does help me. And the last thing I've got to say is, have a happy Boostmas, boys. See what I did there? Roll the outro. Okay, this video would have ended here, but I've just had some like crazy news come in, so I need to basically share with you what's happening. So I'm now sponsored by a place called X1 Automotive that wrapped a few parts of my car before. So now I get a discount, 30% discount off a full wrap. So now I'm sponsored by them. Obviously I need to get a wrap. But I'm the most indecisive person ever. Like, I want you guys to comment down below what colour wrap you would recommend, either two-tone, satin, anything like that. So everyone's saying khaki green, stuff like that. The ones I'm mainly looking at now, there's a new like bluey colour. It's hard to explain. I also like, I'd like the purple / black two-tone. I really love them. And then I've been thinking like satin grey, or satin grey with like a black and maybe another colour urban camo over it, or just a satin grey. Just comment down below anything, some crazy colours, two-tone, whatever it may be. I need as many ideas as I can so I can figure out what I want. But yeah, so that's crazy. Massive thank you to them for sponsoring me. It's a really big thing to end the year on, you know what I mean? So comment down below please, and just let me know any ideas or ones that I've already said. A lot of people said khaki green, I think I mentioned that, but yeah, comment down below please, boys, and help me out, because I'm such an indecisive person. I need you guys to sort me out. So now we'll roll the outro. Peace.